old YouTube. There we go. Oh, still waiting for Facebook. Welcome to live streaming, ladies and gentlemen. Forever got issues. How is everyone going on this very fine Wednesday evening? It is absolutely pissing rain outside, and I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to jump in and do a bit of a mail time. It's been like 6 months since I've done a mail time, and it's starting to pile up, and I was like, "Ooh, I better get on this." So yeah, here we are, and we're doing it. The lighting in here is shit too. Like, I've got this backlight going on and nothing happening in the front. If I was smart, I would have set up my key light, but that doesn't matter. We're going to get straight into it. So if you are watching in the future, this is a live stream. It happened on the 9th of June around 7 p.m. And I wanted to welcome everyone to the stream. I'm going to open a bunch of packages today. You're going to see what's been sent into the channel. If you want to send something into the channel yourself, please check out the description below on YouTube. That's where you're going to find my PO box. If you are on Facebook, maybe someone could copy and paste it because I completely forgot to do that from YouTube. Anyway, I have 2 lots of stream chat coming up here and a lot of people. So g'day to everyone who is joining in. I see Debbie is in the house. Walkabout Prospecting is. The Big Blue Tool, Trevor, he is in the house. What is going on? Big Bucket. And I got a bunch of people over on Facebook. Nikki, what's going on? Good to see you on here. Your stream last night was pretty damn cool. I could only watch like 20 minutes of it, but I enjoyed the shit out of that. And hello to a bunch of other people. Heath, no, I'm not growing my beard, man. It's just winter and I'm lazy. All right, we're gonna get straight into it. Let's. I'm home alone too, which should scare some people because I can't find where the safety knives were put. Zoe put them away in a safe spot, so I have been left to my own devices. And so tonight, this is my package opening device. And if you're a long-time follower of my channel, you know that is a bad idea. I've wanted to open this one for ages. This one came in a long time ago. So who's it from? It's got customs declaration. Come on. It's from, here we go. It's right on the corner. Chris Meditz. He is from Hillsborough in NJ. I'm going to guess that's New Jersey. He sent this a long time ago. Like a long time ago, February. So we're going to open this one right now. Woo. Man, I've been looking at this thing for so long. Been sitting there and I've got to do a live stream before I can open it. Got to do a live stream before I can open it. Here we go. It's well wrapped. Some intense bubble wrap. Also, this is a live stream, so anything could happen. Disasters happen. Australian internet is not the best. Okay, nothing else in the box. Put that one down there for now. If you do have questions, guys, please throw them up. And if you know the answer to those questions, because we get the same questions quite a lot, please give those people the answers that that they need. All right. I will try my best to read the comments and give you guys what you need. 4 a.m. in the USA. That's a lot of bubble wrap. Ooh, all right. Here we go. It's a model train. Look at this. So this is what I can see so far. But it's a model train. We have a note. A quick scan read over. I've got to do a quick scan because sometimes people don't want these read out. All right. Dear Chris and Zoe, so hurry. Now, Grizzly Mail was started for the people who are new to the channel where my boxer died last year, and we got people to send rocks from all over the world. And we're making a little memorial for him because he used to love rocks. So if you aren't up to date on all that sort of stuff, that's why it's called Grizzly Mail, and we're probably going to get some letters in regards to that. So, dear Chris and Zoe, so sorry to hear about the loss of Grizzly. We have a dog as well, and I understand they are family. My boys and I are model train fans, so we built you a Vogus Prospecting box car complete with a Chris and Grizzly inside. Holy crap. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for all the videos. I've learned a lot from you about gold prospecting. Sincerely, Chris. Yeah, New Jersey. I got the state right. Hell yes. Thank you very much. Man, okay. So this is custom. Custom boxcar. Hell yeah. Wednesday night, everyone should be opening custom boxcars. I feel like that'd be a lot of work, though. Ooh, you ready? You ready? You ready? Oh, what? Look at that. I don't know how well this is going to translate on this camera, but there's a little gold panning me in there, and then there's Grizzly on the other side. I'll see if I can get him in a light patch. There's a Grizzly dog. Look at that. And it's got Vogus prospecting written on the side. Both sides. That is so freaking cool. Wow. It looks like it's been hand painted as well, like the whole thing. That is superb. That's unreal. I'm gonna put that up behind the camera because I got like a shelf that I've got cool things that I have been sent. I'm gonna put that right there. That's not going back in the box. That's gonna be set. Ooh. That's freaking awesome. Chris, dude, bro, thank you so much. You and your son. I believe it was your son that you said. I shall put this. This is why I need Zoe here, because I don't do the next part so well. I'll just throw all the rubbish over here and we can deal with that later. Put the box card down there. Tissue. This one's big and squishy. So this one has something written on the outside. From L. Okay, so L is a friend of mine, actually, who said she was sending something. This note will make sense after you have opened it. Dash was my son's first ever pet. A cute cat. Enjoy. P.S. It's not the cat. All right. Okay. That's what it says on the outside. Let's find out. Oh, I've gone blurry on YouTube. If Zoe could see this right now, she would be freaking out. I should go straight to the pool room, Oscar saying on YouTube. Yeah, bro. Absolutely. Sorry if I'm not reading. Yeah. Sorry if I'm not reading comments. What have you sent me, Elle? It's in a Spacelink bag. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is cool. I'm going to get... How do I get into this? It is a custom pillow. It says they still miss the sound of your paws. And he says, I know. This is a meme of actually being sent quite a bit. When Grizzly passed, there was a lot of support coming towards our family. And I got a lot of memes very similar to this. Thank you very much, Al. That's awesome. I'm totally going to use this. I got my chair behind me, so it can be my new prop-up cushion because I'm desperate for one of them at the moment. Thank you so much. That's sweet. Yeah, like what can I say? Grizzly's passing was unexpected and brutal, and it means a lot to get stuff like that because I know he had a big impact on a lot of people right around the world, and now we're hoping Fern is going to have that same sort of impact because she is a completely different dog, which is perfect, right? Because it means that we get to experience a different side of boxes. This is from Ken McNabb. It's a square package. Don't know when it was sent. No idea. There's got to be a date on it, just so we can get an idea of how far behind I am. 24th of the 4th. There we go. So March. Use the big scary knife. Boop. Rah. Rah. No. Ooh. I like how I get surprised. Ooh. Right, we've got a note. We've got some gold wrapping paper in there. At the moment. So this is from Ken. Now, if these letters are really long or like some people send me personal stuff, so I like to skim read them beforehand just so I don't accidentally read someone's stuff out that's not meant to be read out on. All right. Okay, so I think this letter is private, but this one it says, please read. Okay, so he's just giving me some advice on what's in this package, which says it needs to be kept away from children and pets. So I shall do that. So I won't read that out just because by the skim read, I think that it looks rather private. Nothing else in there. Move the sharp knife out of the way. I've already cut enough fingers. Oh my God. Oh, you guys ready for this? Holy shit. Oh my freaking God. Ken. I'm gonna just flick over to YouTube at the moment. I'm seeing a heap of comments come up. Are you ready for this? Trevor, bro. And Trevor and Debbie, I think you're going to get real good kick out of this. Man, Zoe's going to be kicking herself that she's not here right now. Woo! It's a felted grizzly. That is absolutely, I'm not going to swear, absolutely unreal. That is so cool. And it looks just freaking like him. Man, look at that. I have the most talented subscribers in the whole world. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much, Ken. Thank you. That is ridiculous. That's going straight to the shelf next to the train carriage. Wow, bro. I'm in love. That thing is amazing. That is so freaking cool. Massive shout out to Ken. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to put that... I'm running out of space because I have a small desk. I'll put that next to the pillow. It stands up. Right, put that down there. Next one. Let's do it. This was a good Wednesday night rainy day activity to do. I feel good. I feel really nice. Oh, wow. You guys are the best. Vogus prospecting wouldn't be what it is without my subscribers, and you guys are mad loose units. All right, this one is from Chris Bowley. He's from Queensland. Can't see a date stamped anywhere. No. Oh, cool. No, it's got a lift and tear thing. I don't need to risk cutting my fingers off. Oh, yeah. Okay, bro. So Chris contacted me a little while ago. English, Chris. Chris contacted me a little while ago, and he said that he would like to make a lead for Fern, and he has sent that to me. Oh, it's pink. That's nice, man. Thank you so much. This is definitely going to come in handy. Look at that. Handmade lead for Fern. And the lighting's shithouse in here, so I apologize for that. But it's pink and green. I am colorblind, so forgive me. Pink and green. And it's got one of those. I found one of these metal detecting ones, but that is a very, very cool latch. I like that. Thank you so much. Fern was in here. I don't know where she's gone, but she'll definitely be getting this used. Gadsy, I saw Gadsy was on, I think, Facebook stream. Yeah, she's going to be having that on the very next trip. I just saw a thing pop up then. Sam, wind howling here in Maryborough. What's it like there? Absolutely pissing down rain, man. Absolutely pissing down. And it has been for a couple of days now. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get out in the gold fields. Hopefully. If not, maybe Friday or the weekend. See how the weather goes. I think that's going to be the key for me in the next little bit. Have a quick read over some comments. Pink and black. It didn't look black in my light, but this light is shit because the light is behind me. I need a key light in front of me, and I didn't set that up because I am an idiot. I'm seeing some people sending some stars through. Dennis, thank you very much for the stars. Ken, you're actually here. Buddy, yes. Glad you liked it. My wife is the talented one. Well, thank you very much to your wife and your... obviously, you would have supported her. I feel like you would have got her cups of tea and stuff to get her through the felting process. Felting's no joke. If you've never done felting, it is it's a process. It's a hell of a process. So don't you discount supporting your wife through that ordeal. Oh, I'm seeing some people send some super chats over too. Peter on YouTube, thank you very much for that. I don't think I've missed anyone else. If you do send something through to support the channel, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If I miss it, I do apologize. Right, this one's from Zachary Smith, and he is from PA, so Pennsylvania in the US. I'm going with Pennsylvania. Let's see what happens. And it was sent back in February, so a letter. Again, letters, sometimes private, so I won't read them out if they are. I'm just going to keep saying that again and again and again. Oh, no, nothing else in there. Nope. Oh, yes, this is one I'm going to have to read later because it's in cursive. All right, I will read that again later, but thank you very much for your letter, Zachary. I will 100% put this aside for the end of the stream. Otherwise, I'll be here for 5 hours trying to read cursive writing. I struggle with that. Something shocking. Oh, come on. I've got a big box of mail over there. All right, this one is from S&D Marchant from Queensland. It's heavy. I reckon it's a rock. I reckon it's a rock for Grizzly's memorial. Big knife. Yeah. I'll do the whole thing. Why not? I was blessed with 2 of almost everything, so I can afford to lose little bits of some of it. I can still feel, I can hear Zoe yelling at me every time I pick that knife up. All right, we're having a bit more of a scroll down some of the comments too. Yeah, Keith, colorblind except for shiny. Absolutely. I can see yellow. It's red and green that I struggle with. Okay, anything else in here? All right, so some of this is private stuff, but they have enclosed a rock that her grandchildren and her decorated for Grizzly's rock garden. This is from Diane and her grandchildren. Let's have a look at the rock. Ooh. Big knife. Need the big knife again because there's sticky tape involved. Oh, look at that. That is sweet. It's a heavy rock too for the size of it. And hopefully this will show up in the light. So they've got, there's like blue and like reddy orange paint that's been put on it by her grandchildren. I love that. That's super cool. We were asking for rocks that were unique and that you felt like an attraction to, because that's what Grizzly did. He would go along and he'd find rocks in the creek and he'd dig them up and he'd bring them to you. He'd walk up to you with a mouthful and he'd go, bleh, and there'd just be a rock. He would have carried it like 100 meters just to show you. So that's what we're asking for, unique little rocks like that. So thank you so much for that. That means a lot. And the other letter that you sent me, I'm very interested in reading, because that is something we are still working on. All right, I'll put that back in its wrapping paper. God bless you, Zoe, teaching me the correct ways to handle things. Packages. Have another flick over. Neil's here, digging down under. What's going on, mate? Tempest Solemn. So he's got a question here on YouTube just saying if I could talk about the gems and interesting rocks I find. I'm so not knowledgeable about that stuff. It's something that sort of eludes me a little bit. I find stuff, I don't usually know what it is. I've got to ask other people online, and they give me the answers that I need, and then I usually share them with you guys. But I'm more likely to stuff it up, to be honest, if I got talking about gemstones, so I just don't do it. Adam Schmidl, my gamer channel is 89x Gaming. I haven't been on there in a little while. I've been very busy, so I sort of taken a little break from that. Where is Zoe? Sean, yeah, it's not the same without her. She's out. She got to go party tonight, and I am home babysitting the children. Yeah, David on traffic lights can be hard at times too. Absolutely. I'm going to take this off because it's getting hot in here. All right. So I didn't even read who this was from. Brett, and he is from VA. Oh, I know VA. Where's VA? I can't remember. I know it, but I cannot remember. Bugger. Oh, he's from VA, which I'm assuming is in the Americas. Wow. Card. Oh, make a pig's ass of this. There we go. Ah. All right. It says, not everyone realizes the very important part a cherished pet can play in someone's life. Understanding what a loss this is for you and sending warmest thoughts and deepest sympathies. Getting speed reading. So if I got a stupid look on my face and I don't say anything, you know what I'm doing. Okay. He looks like he has a YouTube or Facebook page called Ansel's Adventures. If you would like to look this person up. And do please go and support the people that have supported my channel. It means a lot that they've taken the time, energy, and money out of their lives to send this sort of stuff in. So if you do have a YouTube channel and you do send something into the show, make sure you include something like this or a note about it, and I will read it out on these live streams. All right, Chris, I'm so sorry for your loss. I shared Grizzly's story with my family, and it hit us all very hard. We wanted to show you and Zoe and Grizz some love. Pets are family to us. I chose this rock for Grizzly from one of my favorite places on earth, the Blue Ridge Mountains of VA. Damn it, what is VA? I want to know the state name. If someone knows the state name, please put it up. And I'll scroll to the bottom of the chat so I can actually see it. Virginia, yes. Adrian, thank you. Champion, absolute legend. Okay, so from the Blue Ridge Mountains of VA in Amherst country, I have hunted heart rocks for my wife for 20 years and asked her to share one that I found on one of my adventures and ground it to make it perfect. She was more than happy to share for Grizzly, sending love and positive thoughts to you both. Love, the Ansel family. Ansel's Adventures on YouTube. Please go check those out, guys. And we'll have a look at this rock. Wow. Oh, that's bubble wrap. There's a gold box. Ooh, yeah, that's some sexy key lighting right there. That's what I need. Put a golden glow on instead of these horrible black bags on my eyes. Oh, look at that. That's super cool. All the way from Virginia. Now I know what VA stands for. Look at that. That is super cool. Thank you very much. Put that back in its box so I don't damage it. And there's something else in here. I don't know what it is because he didn't mention it. Oh, that's super nice, dude. That's super nice. It's a little puppy angel sleeping in his wings. That's super nice. Thank you so much for that. Straight to the pool room. I'm going to need a bigger pool room at some point, I think. All right, we're just flicking over these sort of things. Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Tricky on your own. All right, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot. That's really cool. Okay. Oh, what have we got next? This one's heavy. This one is from Riley Smith, Utah. Would that be Utah, UT? Come on, chat. UT. Come on, someone. Tell me what UT is. Dig of the dump. Do I use Facebook? Bro, I get more views and watch time on Facebook than I get on YouTube. YouTube does not support content creators very well. Facebook does. That simple. Yeah. So it was Utah. Thank you, chat. You guys are champions. All right. So Riley, what have we got here? Very well packaged. No, not stuck. That. Okay, we're going to destroy the box. Oh, no, we're not. It's going to open. Cool. Ooh, newspaper. Oh, American newspapers. Ooh. Is this what American newspapers look like? These are fancy. Well, I'm so putting whatever this is back together later just so I can read some American newspapers. Okay. Can we just go there for a second? Stay. What have we got here? Okay, we've got a note. We've got to read the note first. It's a long one and it's in cursive, so I'm going to try my best. So it says, "Hey Chris, I hope my letter finds you well. I and my family love watching your channel and love seeing Grizzly and all your videos. I lost my..." Okay, we're not going to read that because it sounds personal. Skim read. Yeah, okay. I think most of this letter is going to be private, so we're not going to read that out on air. We're going to have a look at what he sent. Ooh. I'm sure there's probably the names for these rocks in that letter. Look at this. What is that? This looks like petrified. Is this petrified wood? Oh, why is the light so bad here? You can see like wood grains in this. It looks like a cut and polished piece of petrified wood. That is super cool, man. Yeah, these have got to be that. I'm going to have a good read over your letter later. I just don't want to accidentally give away personal information to the internet because that's a bad thing to do. These are cool. So these are all pieces of like the same rock. It looks to me like petrified wood. It feels like it too, but I'll see in the letter. Thank you very much, Riley. That's amazing. Put these back in here. They shipped well, which is good, in their specially designed American newspaper. I can't wait to read that newspaper, to be honest. That's going to be the cool thing. Put that down here. Wow. All right. What else have we got in here? I don't know. I think we've only got 2 things left. This one's from Australia, so we might do this one because we have a few overseas ones and read some chat. Vaguely sober. Holy crap. Dude, bro. Thank you so much. That is a huge donation, man. Like, wow. Thank you. That's unreal. Yeah, I'm blown away. Dude. Far out. I'm just going to switch over to Facebook for a second. Have a quick read. You look brighter than a kid at Christmas. Yeah, bro. Snowflake obsidian. All right. Is that what you think it is? Frightened wood. Yeah, Lewis. That's obsidian. Yeah, so a lot of people saying obsidian. Cool. I got Sam Readings here. Hello from UK. Quick question. Is black sand a good indicator to find gold? No. No, it's not. Black sand is really common. Black sand is made up of a heap of different types of minerals, so like magnetite, hematite, tin. Sometimes it's even just little gemstones like garnets. And what it does is shows you where the gold is likely to settle out. So as opposed to the presence of it, one of those indicator minerals on its own is not enough to guarantee you gold. But if you find abundance of it, that's likely close to where the gold would fall out in a water system. So that's why it's important. That's why we talk about it a lot. All right. I think I'm caught up-ish. We've got this package and another one. Once we get these ones done, we will open up for a little bit of a Q&A. So you can ask me questions and we'll go through that and I'll pay a lot more attention to chat. Oh, and please spam Dare Ice Coffee so we can get a sponsorship. Just for lols, right? Just for lols. Who is this from? Kim Gain. And they are from Western Australia. Okay, Chris and Zoe, love watching your channel. Please find enclosed some of our local Mukate Jasper. It supposedly has amazing healing powers. I hope it has. Good luck. Kim Gaines. Thank you very much, Kim. I'll take all the healing powers I can get, considering I'm handling the big knife without supervision tonight. I just cut that the wrong way, so try that one again. Yeah. Look at that. That's cool. Wow. Man, I should have set better lighting up in here, but this is spectacular. Check that out. So it's all like see-through, and it basically looks like nougat. That's awesome. There's another one here as well. It's got more like colors and whatnot in it. Yeah, that is nifty. Thank you very much, Kim. I can feel it. I'll rub it on my finger. We'll see if we can get this growing back. We'll see. Maybe. I shouldn't be allowed near knives, but Zoe left the house and now I'm unsupervised, so there's nothing anyone can do about it. All right, put that back in there. Put that back down on that. I think this is the last one. It is. This must be the oldest one. It's damaged. That's my address right there. For anyone, there you go. Actually, for all those of you on Facebook, that's the PO box. So you can send stuff into the channel if you want to be part of the debauchery on a live stream like this. Quick stream down. We're going to have, oh, yep, there we go. People are putting the PO box. Nikki, thank you for putting the PO box up. I'm going to even like your comment. Damn, I can do that. All right. So let us get into this box. How do I get into it? And who's it from? All good questions. From For Shadforth. Shadforth? I don't know. Doesn't have a name. Hopefully there's a note in here. Hopefully. What am I doing? There we go. I don't even trust myself around these things. I can feel Mick cringing on the other end, just watching me muck around with a big knife. He's like, what is he doing? Oh, no, there's more tape. Professional outfit, this is. Very professional. What do you do for a living? I'm a YouTuber. Get to play with knives unsupervised Wednesday night. There's no Jack Daniels involved, so that's a positive. There we go. Oh, wow. All right, we got merch. And like Australian shredded newspaper. Oh, here we go. We got a card. Oh, wow. Okay, this is going. When was this sent? It's got to be there. February. So this is from Shooters Bay. Again, company that has supported the channel. So please go and give them a like on Instagram or Facebook, wherever you can find them. Shooters Bay. I'm guessing they're an Australian company by the looks of it. Chris, you once said in a live Q&A that a prospector's beard oil would smell like frustration and disappointment. I did say that. We hope you like our take on it. You're a truly inspiring dude. Cheers, Matt and Beck from Shooters Bay. Seriously, go give Shooters Bay a shout out, man. If you've made me some frustration and disappointment beard oil. Oh, we got hats. We got hats to give away, I think, possibly. Or is it just, oh no, it's a t-shirt. I'm confused. I don't want to get this newspaper everywhere because there's a lot of it. Oh, look at that. T-shirts. Hell yeah. Shooters Bay, beard oils and balms. Yeah. Swag. That's sick. All right, we got. I feel this. No, hang on. I was gonna say there's got to be something else in here because it doesn't make sense why it's wrapped up like that. But, ooh, all right, all right. Well, if this is like frustration and disappointment beard balm, then I'll have to grow my beard back. You ready? You ready? Bit of newspaper in there. Get that out. This is well packaged. It is. It freaking is. Shooters Bay Prospectors Beard and Shave Oil. It's labeled that. Oh man, I've got to check out if these guys have got a site. I've got to check it out. And there's another one. Beard and Hair Balm. Yeah. Oh, I should do that right now. I'm going to do it. Excuse my. I've got to do this. Shooters Bay. Shooters Bay. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It's on Facebook, guys. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it to the chat right now on both pages. Please go and give these guys a massive thank you and shout out from me. I'm just going to put it in the chat right now. That is awesome. Custom prospecting beard balm. That is so cool. I don't know if there's anything else in the box. It doesn't feel like it. I'm over the moon with that. That is sick. So yeah, go give them a massive, massive shout out for that because that's above and beyond coming up with a brand new product just like that. I wonder if they stock it in their shop. I'm gonna like it now. I've liked it. They've got a barista one. That is so cool. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling on about that now. I really enjoyed that. What an amazing mail time. You guys are legends. Absolutely loose. I was gonna say loose units. I'm gonna put the big knife away for things get cut. I think that was it. That is definitely it. So that was all of the mail. If you sent me something and you didn't see it in that mail time, I suggest checking tracking because it hasn't made it to me. Oh yes, and two more. I forgot about this. I remembered at the start and I wrote it down. I just remembered. Trevor, you reminded me. Two more people. Trevor's wife. Trevor, what is your wife's side business's name? They made me custom-made Vogus prospecting cookies. I've got one left. I'm going to put a photo up of it later. That was my plan, but I just got excited, and now we're here. So, yeah, put up. Yeah, Trevor, you didn't see the cookies. I know. I've eaten most of them. I saved one. I've refrained from eating the last one just so I could show it. But yeah, Trevor's wife made me a bunch of cookies, including some custom-made ones for Zoe, and it had my logo on it. And that, again, I'll put up a photo after the stream, but they were absolutely amazing. They were really good. So hopscotch cookies, there you go. That's the name of it. And if you want to link it, Trev, just put it in the chat now. Please go give them a massive, massive support because they were delicious cookies. And I believe, Trevor, correct me if I'm wrong, Bridget sells them in packs, so you can get like all sorts of different sort of care packages, and they are really good biscuits. The other one I want to give a massive shout out to is Debbie. Debbie Hester has her own graphic design business, and she sent me 3 custom-made T-shirts. You have already seen a couple of them on my latest video. So I've got one with Fern on it, one with a spider, which hasn't been in it, and one with my brains Eat the Cookie, which is an inside joke on my gaming channel. But Debbie's work was amazing on those shirts. 3 custom-made T-shirts for me, and I love them to bits. I wear them almost every day, and I get a little bit sad when they're in the wash. So, guys, so let's open this up, shall we? Let's open up the chat. What do you guys want to know? We've been streaming now for 40 minutes. Let's go maybe another 15 or so minutes, and we'll open it up for some questions if you have any, and we will see what we can get through, see what we can answer. And in the meantime, I'll just have a bit of a scroll. Please put the big knife away. I put it away. It's away. See, it's away. I promise. No more bits getting cut off me. Ah, it's got a lid on. I'm clever. Very, very clever. So again, type your questions in chat, guys. And we will have a bit of a Q&A. One stud puppy, my pay dirt. Yeah, I've sort of backed off the pay dirt thing. It was giving me a shit ton of anxiety, to be honest. I got like a lot of positive feedback from people, but there was a lot of really negative stuff around people not being able to get them. And like, I know the reasoning. I'm one man. I can only mind so much, but I just couldn't do it. I just didn't want to put myself through doing that every month. So I sort of backed off on that. Jack, have I tried the creek here in Albury? Yeah, the one out in Lavington from the Black Range. There's actually a few creeks around Albury Wodonga, like in town, that you can pan gold out of, which is pretty cool. But you've also got to deal with syringes and rubbish and all sorts of horrible stuff. So, Trevor, am I getting the COVID jab? Probably when it's available. Why not? Philip, yeah, so that's an interesting question. How many times have you mixed up panning techniques since using different types of pans? At the start, I was doing it a lot, like with the potato pans especially. You would go to, at first when I started using the potato pans, I had to stop myself from like panning normally, and now it's the reverse. I've got to stop myself from flinging things around and around and around, and it eventually becomes normal, but it's not too difficult. It's just sometimes when you're tired. Vaguely sober. Thank you again for the super chat. Fern is going good. We have some news about her, tentative news that she should hopefully be able to start her service dog accreditation in the next little bit, like next few weeks, we're hoping, but it's all tentative at the moment. COVID has thrown a spanner in the works, and that's been the biggest issue. Van Diemen Gems. I haven't been to Tassie since I was a kid, and again, COVID. It's just anything to do with travel, guys. It's COVID. I was meant to be traveling the USA and filming and stuff. That was the plan for last year, and you look what happened, right? So it just, it highly depends. I would love to do all that sort of stuff, but it's just so up in the air at the moment with travel restrictions. Sean, I always have videos in reserve, and I've got a lot of content that I can make at home, so it shouldn't slow down any. I'm sort of backing off the big videos just for a little while because of a couple of reasons, but we're going to get back into them soon enough. Any creeks in Ballarat to pan? Rob, pretty much all of them. Bruce White, why do you not exploit the creek winners? I'm confused as to your question. I don't understand what that means, so... Okay. James, any tips on using the potato pan? It's stressing me out, but I want to learn how to use it the right way. All right. Let's do this. This is actually a good question because it's hard to convey this in one video. I've tried, and there are a few videos where I've given the technique. But first of all, you have to understand how it's working. And to put that very simply, is that when you stratify the gold, because it's a point, all the gold eventually sinks down into that point. So stratification is the first thing you got to do. Put it basically half a centimeter to a centimeter underneath the surface of the water, and just shake it vigorously side to side for like 10 goes, and then go front and back 10 goes. And what that does is it shifts all the heavies into a line, and then it shifts them into a bunch into the center. So side to side gets it into a line, and then the back and forth brings that line into a clump, hopefully somewhere near the bottom. The next thing is you have to keep everything fluid. If the material bogs down because it's got clay in it or it's got big rocks or anything like that, you have to keep breaking up the dirt until it stays fluid. And you can tell because when you move your pan, you actually feel the pan kind of slide around the material, and that means it's fluid. Once you have that motion, you want to push the pan a little bit deeper under the water. So you're probably talking 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters underneath the water. And then you want to start swirling, and you want to swirl it. At the start, it's going to be hard. There'll be a lot of silt in the water. You won't be able to see it, but you want to swirl and you'll feel the dirt come off through your fingers, and you keep a really nice motion and you keep it underwater all the time. Once you've done maybe 5 to 10 circles, stop, lift the pan slowly out of the water and see how much dirt you've got left in it. And you should be left with, after the first bit, maybe half a pan's worth. And then you do the same thing. Shake front and back and side to side to reconcentrate everything on the bottom, and then you start swirling again. Now at this point you shouldn't have so much silt coming out, so you'll be able to see the dirt a little bit better. And what you want to see is like a clump of dirt staying at the bottom, and just the top stuff will be really fluid, and stuff will be flying off it. And that's all the light stuff. The centrifugal force is going to keep all the heavy stuff right at the bottom, and it's actually, the gold will be protected by the ironstone and the black sand. Now you want to keep swirling until you start seeing like just like a thimbleful of dirt, like a little amount, like the palm of your hand kind of amount of dirt, and it will be really solid because it's made up of nothing but the heavies, and it won't be moving that much. That's the point that you take it out, you tip the water off, you get it moving in the pan, and you do the swirl that you've seen me do on my videos to reveal the gold. So you have it above the water. I usually rest the tip of the pan just in the water, and that takes the weight of the pan off. And then you swirl that material. And what will happen is it stratifies itself in a line. So the very lightest stuff will be all thrown up the top. And these will be like your big rocks and just your large gravels. And then the material will get finer and finer and darker. So it'll be like all your quartz and your regular gravels and stuff, and then it will slowly start turning into ironstone and black sand, and then your gemstones and your gold should be right near the bottom. You want to do that until you see that separation, and then you just tip the pan forward. And when you tip it forward, it will stop everything dead in that line, and you can just wash the light stuff off the front. All your gold will be left down the bottom. So I hope that gives you some pointers on how to do it. It is a little bit sketchy when you first start, but it's worth learning how to do because it is the fastest and most accurate pan you can buy today. Whirly Merly, you made a wedding ring from the gold you found so far. That's pretty good, bro. That's not bad. Oh man, it just jumped. I got heaps and heaps and heaps of comments that just jumped forward. So I am really sorry if I've skipped over some people's questions. Chris White, Chinaman's pan is no good for sticky clay. Actually, it is really good, but you got to classify. It's actually probably one of the better pans that I've used because it blows the silt out quicker than it does from a normal pan. But again, you have to classify and break it up, and that's always the problem with clay. And my suggestion with anyone working clay is to just test it to make sure that it has gold in it, because a lot of people get excited and they work barren clay, and it's just not worth it. But if it's got lots of gold in it and it's really sticky clay, just dry it out, crush it, and then run it through a sluice. It's way quicker. Sarah, yeah, EMDR is a big part of what I did to recover with PTSD. And anyone else struggling with PTSD should definitely look into EMDR. It is the duck's nuts when it comes to that. What happens when you find a great creek? Do you turn? Yeah, man. Haven't you noticed that all my videos are in the same sort of creeks? It's because that's where we keep going back to. Yeah, one stud puppy, the plastic potato pan is actually harder to use because it's light. Everyone worries about the weight, but because you got to force it underwater, it's actually easier with the metal pan to hold it under. So you're just going to have to make sure that you force that pan underwater. It's going to want to come up. All right. Well, I should jump over. I'm gonna jump over to Facebook, guys. I've been reading these off YouTube. Oh, Dutchy73. Super chat, $20. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. All right, let's jump over to Facebook and have a look. See what I've missed. Probably lots. Scroll up. Scroll up, scroll up. I'll scroll to the top. I've got to put the big knife away, so we must be somewhere in there. Fully. Again, travel plans going up to Hill End is something that I want to do. I would like to catch up with Andrew and see how he does it and all that sort of stuff, but it's just COVID, man. What's the best settings for the Gold Monster 1000 in the Bendigo area? So opinions will differ on this, and this is a really important thing. No one is wrong when I say this. No one is wrong, but this is what I prefer. I like putting it in Auto Plus. You lose a tiny little bit of sensitivity. And the important thing to remember about that sensitivity, at least from my perspective, is that if I am worried about losing a tiny little flake of gold that the Gold Monster could find if I ran it in manual 9, I'd rather go panning. When I'm metal detecting, I'm looking for nuggets. I'm not looking for tiny little flakes of gold. I want a nugget. So running it in Auto Plus and being limited to sort of half a shotgun pellet size piece of gold, I think is okay. I think that's all right. And that just takes care of all the ground mineralization for you. The machine runs pretty damn quiet, and it just makes for a nice, pleasant, enjoyable time, which is what most of us are out there doing it for. I mean, if you were really serious about living off the gold, you'd be buying a 7,000 period. And there's no arguing with that part, because that's the best machine that's on the market right now. And that machine will find you livable amounts of gold. So the Gold Monster 1000, it's a weekend warrior tool. It's something that you go out for fun. You can turn it on and just hit the spots. I use manual sensitivity usually when I'm unsure about a target. So I'll run it in Auto Plus. I might get a sketchy signal. I'll drop it back into the manual modes, into high sensitivity, just to see if I can pick up that target signal any clearer, and then I put it back in Auto Plus. So that's my 2 cents on it. There are other people like LDC who run it as hot as they can get it. I understand why, but honestly, I don't feel the personal need to do that. Bruce, can you take me out with you for a hunt? Man, I have over 200,000 followers across a couple of different platforms, and I get asked that a lot. So unfortunately, the short answer is no. Sometimes I take people out when the circumstances allow, but I'd just be swamped, man. I get absolutely smashed. So nothing against you at all. It's just logistics, right? Like, it's difficult. It is very, very difficult to say yes to everyone. And I just read Sam's one. Sam, okay, pronounce my surname, Chris. Fucking you're on. Now, if you're a long-time follower of my live stream, you'll know that I butcher surnames. I butcher them. I kill them dead. And Sam's last name on Facebook is a doozy. So I'm going to try my best. Far out, man. Okay. It's so Z-I-S-I. Would it be Zizzy? Zizzy Mopopoulos. Zizzy Mopopoulos? I'm going to go with Zizzy Mopopoulos. How close was I? All right. This is a good question. What made you get into prospecting, and what equipment would you suggest for beginners? If you want to know what got me into prospecting, dude, check out some of the videos, my earlier videos. I explain everything there. It's just that I get asked that part a lot, and basically it was therapy for PTSD. So if you want to know more of that or more details, just check out some of the earlier videos on my channel. I've gone into huge depths with it. If anyone has the links to those videos, perhaps pop them up on Facebook for me, and then that way we can share them and educate some of the newcomers that have come onto the channel in recent times. But as for new prospecting people with equipment, if you haven't already seen the video series I've done where I started with nothing and I managed to find like a pretty decent sized nugget for my area using a camp cook plate, then you don't need much. If I had $100 to spend, I would buy a good gold pan, like a Garrett Super Sluice or a Mind Lab pan. I would buy a snuffer bottle. I would buy a Yabby pump. I'd buy a shovel and probably a bent screwdriver or a pry bar. And that's all you really need to start doing serious gold prospecting work where you'll be capable of finding a lot of stuff. You don't need much. Don't read into the hype. Your equipment doesn't find gold. You do. And that's the most important thing to remember. Baz, would you do a camp out gold prospecting meet? That sounds like a good idea. We've been wanting to do a gold prospecting meet now for a long time, so we'll get there. And Beck, yeah, I am pretty tired. I was up real late last night and just life. Aaron Howell, okay, so he's dealing with a lot of black sand and he wants to know the quickest way that he can get rid of it when he's out in the field, and he's saying it's like half a pan. So if it's magnetic, a magnet, so that's if it's magnetite, yeah, a magnet is really good. Otherwise, you really need to run it through a stripping run, like through a sluice. It's pretty shitty to deal with when it's just a pan. It also depends on the size of the gold. If it's flat, thin gold, it'll sit on it and through it, so it's even harder to get rid of. If it's really fine gold, it'll be all through it. If it's nice, coarse, big, chunky gold, it'll probably be on the bottom, and you can just push it out of your pan. But yeah, you really probably are going to need a sluice. Michael Dixon, do you save the gold up for the whole season? Yeah, basically. So we just keep it in a safety deposit box in the bank because security, right? Like, and yeah, we just cash it in if we need it for something like car repairs or something like that. Yeah, just big expenses that come in. Are you training Fern with Whiskers Wish Inc.? The trainer is at Yakandanda. No, I'm not. We're doing it through a organization here in Wodonga, and slightly complicated at the moment. So I won't go into it just because of that. There's a lot of details there still getting ironed out at this stage. Yeah, Matt, it's probably quieter than a lawnmower. That crusher is actually really quiet. It's pretty impressive. Reg, we find heaps of gemstones all the time. There are tons of gemstones all through Australia. But I want to buy some gem sieves. There's a couple of places we can go, the sapphires and garnets and whatnot. One really good place for garnets, but I really need a gem sieve. Any good camping spots around Beechworth? Bringing the gold pan? Yeah, head out to Reedy Creek. I know everyone's going to tell you to go there, but it's for a reason. Heaps of gems, heaps of gold. It is only fine, and plenty of good camping spots. But yeah, heaps and heaps and heaps of gold out there. Dean Arthur, 530 stars. Thank you very much for that. Have you had anything to do with the 6,000 yet, Philip? No, I haven't, because I don't have. For me, it'd be really dumb to drop $8,000 on a metal detector, considering that I already have like the SDC and stuff. My area is a primary gold area, so it's not big gold. It's only small gold, and that means that I don't get many detectable nuggets, and it's just not it's just not worth the investment. Unless my lab wants to sponsor me, but I don't know. I'm not sure they're going to drop an $8,000 detector on me. Gold Monster or SDC 2300 preferred machine? Both. You need both. Matt, yeah, the creeks run real hard. They run all year around Beechworth pretty much because it's all spring fed out of the mountains, so you can go there whenever. All right, we are still scrolling. Man, Facebook's going off. All right, we might. Zisimopolis. Zisimopolis. There we go. We got an answer to it. I hope I did a little bit better. I was close. Yeah, but Nikki, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's just a skill I have to butcher people's names. What do I do for work when I'm not prospecting? YouTube. All right, we are going to flick over to YouTube and see if there's any more questions there, and then we'll probably end the stream after that. Ron. Ron, I haven't talked to you in ages. What's going on? Ron, I'm using the Canon M50 with a Rode Pro mic, and I don't use GoPros because they suck, except for underwater stuff. They're real. I don't like them. I'd much rather use a DSLR or even my phone because they get better quality. Oh, and Anthony, okay. Can you explain why primary gold areas don't produce nuggets? Yes, this is a really important one. How many people got watching? 125 on Facebook and 135 on YouTube. So if you are watching right now, you're going to learn something very important. Primary and secondary gold areas. I live in a primary gold area. That means that there was an earth event, an earthquake, a volcano, whatever, right? Something that opens up fissures in the ground. The quartz comes up and it brings along mineralization with it. And those minerals are very important. So things like iron provide a solution that gold can then form into visible large particles and drop out within these veins and these lode reefs. That one singular event or very short-lived event creates gold that is fine. It's not big chunky bits because there isn't overly much mineralization, and it's one singular event. So once it solidifies, it's solidified. A secondary gold area like Bendigo has multiple events, and that means that the quartz veins and the mineralization gets concentrated. It's like running it through a blue ball, right? But in the earth. So it gets concentrated right down and you get bigger pieces of gold. And so that's why everyone says to me on my channel, why don't you go out and find bigger gold? It's like, because it doesn't exist in my area. Like, yeah, there's the odd freak nugget and there's the odd nice specimen and all that sort of stuff, but it's not like Bendigo or WA where there are heaps and heaps of them because it's a primary gold zone. It's that simple. It's just geology. And if I was to go to one of those other areas, I'd have to travel 5 or 6 hours like one way to get onto the gold fields that I don't know. So it's not worth my time doing that. I'm much better off just spending time here and working flower gold. Spotty dog, you grumpy. We might get some big barks here in a second because Fern's stirring up one of my rescue dogs. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. I hope that helps. Terry, I don't know anything about the new Nocta macro coming out. I like them. Like I've got the Gold Cruiser here, and that's a good machine. That's been really fun. Baz, are any of my tats gold prospecting related? Yeah, the one on my neck and 2 on my hands. Yeah, Dylan, that's exactly right. So basically, it depends on the mineralization, the rate that it cools, and the different earth events that happen. So if there's more and more earth events that keep happening on top of each other, it takes longer for it to solidify, and so therefore the gold clumps into big areas. In fact, quartz veins are like creeks. What's really interesting about them is that they're not always perfectly straight, right? They curve up and they twist and they move around, and you'll find more gold on the inside bend of a quartz vein than you will on the outside bend of that quartz vein. Jade Adventures, $10. Thank you very much. Brendan C. Actually, no. This is another one that is a misconception. Think about this. So if you've watched any of my recent crush videos, so Brendan was just saying also over time, like 100,000 plus years, the river destroys the gold and crushes it up. It's partly true. It is. Gold also dissolves in water, but not on a time scale that matters to us. But if you've watched any of my reef crush videos, you'll see me crush a piece of quartz up and we'll get super fine gold out of it. Most of that really small gold that you're finding in the creeks is actually started its life just like that. It didn't get any smaller. Gold's so soft and malleable, it doesn't break apart. It squishes and mushes. So it's not the product. Like obviously you get a really big piece. Yeah, some of it's going to be breaking up. But not all of it. And so that's a really important thing to remember. The small gold that you're finding in your area is likely not the product of it being broken down in the river, but it was shedding out of the lode vein like that. What are you doing? Fern's up and trying to get into mischief. Yeah, so that's just something really important to remember. A lot of people think that it starts its life out as a big piece and it gets smaller and smaller. It just doesn't have that. I'm drinking water, bro. It's all good. Oh, went down the wrong way. You trying to kill me? Oh man, that has gone down the wrong way. Damn it, Trevor. More water will help. Leo, brush it off. Yeah, man. I've had some trolls recently. They have been very annoying. Oh, need a cookie to wash that down. And yeah, Leo, thank you very much for the super chat as well. I appreciate that. But yeah, there's stuff. There's no point going into it on a live stream, man. Don't forget to put the knife away before Zoe comes home. Yeah, man. Mike, is it better to mine gold next to or at a volcano? I don't know, man. I know that gemstones come out of volcanic vents, so there's probably a better chance of them in those sort of areas. I would hazard a guess, but I'm not a gem guy. As far as gold, I don't really know. Honestly, I wish I could tell you more, but it's. I always say this, which is you have to take a pan. You have to take a pan and just check, because everyone wants to know where to go and find gold, right? And they send me pictures of like, oh, you reckon this stream's good? You reckon this stream's good? What do you think of this area? Check out this photo. And the short answer is, I don't know. I can't tell you. The gold, whatever gold's in the ground is going to be in the ground, right? So if you take a pan and you sample it, then you'll find out. But you don't. It's never, ever, ever clear cut and dry with gold prospecting. You need to go and have a look. Want to be Scrooge? You don't have to do anything with your gold. You just show up to a gold buyer and people will buy it from you. And we are going to make Zoe's rating ring out of gold that I found. I think this is probably where we're going to end it, guys, because my voice has gone to crap after swallowing water with my lungs. Michael Horsley, no, there's not gold in every creek. At least not invisible mineable amounts. I've never prospected around Woods Point either, Pat. All right, so we are going to end it right there. Thank you very much for tuning into my live stream. We went for just over an hour. Some sweet mail time. Holy crap, you guys are legends. So if you want to send anything into the mail time, check that out. How cool is it? That is so freaking cool. If you guys want to send anything into mail time, the address is in the description on YouTube, and on Facebook it is in the chat, I believe. Buddy dog, they're not anywhere near you. I promise, buddy. If you can hear him growling, he's got an attitude. He gets grumpy when people get near him. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the mail. I appreciate it massively. I have got a heap of content ready to come out, but again, editing and whatnot, so that'll come out as it comes out. And we have a lot of stuff planned. In fact, some really big events coming up as well. So until next stream or until next video, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you later. I'll end this on YouTube first. Goodbye, YouTube. And I will end it on